Happy New Year, guys. I'm What Beck Sews. Welcome back to my channel if you're a subscriber, and welcome if you're new. Today we're going to be talking about Make 9 and sewing resolutions, so stay tuned if you want to see more. It's New Year's Day. We are officially in 2023. Now, if you watched my last vlog, you'll recognise what I'm wearing, so you'll know that actually this is the past coming back at you because I'm filming it on the same day. So today we are going to talk about New Year's resolutions, sewing related for you guys. You don't need to know all of my New Year's resolutions, but sewing related resolutions. We're going to talk about my Make 9 for this year and what's on my list. And then we're going to finish off the vlog with a little bit of a thank you very much, because it is 1 year since I filmed my first vlog. And oh my God, I rewatched my first vlog and I actually cringed at it. The editing is appalling. I've got subtitles flying up in, I don't even know how I did that. Yeah, it was just awful. And it's funny when you look back. I actually took a cheeky picture here of when I was rewatching it, because I wanted to see, because obviously I want to review my Make 9 from last year, and I wanted to see what I'd done in that first vlog, just because it made me chuckle. So let's talk about Make 9 from 2022, and then we'll talk about Make 9 for 2023. So Make 9 2022, I had the Yanta overalls, I had the Bakerloo dress, the Style Arc hoop dress, the bob pants, the Zadie jumpsuit, the Safyia trousers, and the Cleo pinafore, all on my Make 9 list. I made 7 out of my 9. And because the South Bank sweater was also on there, and the Portebello trousers, didn't mention those two. They're the two that I didn't actually make, but everything else I got made up. So I'm going to pop in some pictures of the actual makes that I got done. My most favourite, as you would have seen from my last vlog, was the Bakerloo floral dress, but I also loved the Bakerloo that I did in the fabric that I got from First for Fabrics. And I think that these two makes are actually my most successful out of all of the Make 9s. The least successful, which I talked about in my previous vlog, was the bob pants from Style Arc, but I do want to revisit that pattern again and have another go at it. The one that I would say didn't work at all, that I didn't actually wear, I didn't take a photo of me in it, was the Cleo pinafore from Tilly and the Buttons. I don't know why I put this on my list. You know what? I don't wear pinafores like this in ready-to-wear clothes because they just don't suit me. For some reason, I thought that making it myself, I could tailor it and it might suit me. It just doesn't. It makes me look too top heavy. But I have popped a picture in of the make so you can see that I've made it, but I have actually put that into my recycle box to use the fabric to make something else, because the fabric is gorgeous and it's from Minerva. So hopefully you've seen all of the makes now, as I've sort of talked through them. I don't want to go into it too much, but I did take part in the challenge. I found it was quite successful. Really pushed me to continue to make things. I recommend giving it a go. The idea of the Make 9 challenge is there's no rewards or prizes or anything like that. It's a sewing challenge that's set to help you make some plans across the year where you could potentially push yourself. And some people also do it with fabric instead of the patterns themselves. And I was watching Kittenish Behaviour's vlog the other day, which I absolutely loved. I must admit, she'd this year fixated on a pattern company, so she'd chosen Deer and Doe, and I thought it was brilliant. I really enjoyed looking at her roundup actually, because to see all of the patterns made from a particular pattern company, it's actually quite interesting, and it's inspired me to go off and have a look at a couple of those to put them on my, in fact I have got one of them on my list. But yeah, so talking about Make 9 2023, what do I want to get made up? So I have on there, how many times can I say so in a sentence? I have on there the McCalls M7969. Now, this is a trendy dress that I've seen from everybody. And one of my lessons learned from last year was not to make trendy dresses. But I have adored this pattern for a while. And I had the pattern come in a magazine. The other, I think it was November's magazines, and I want to make View D with the View A arms. I absolutely love the look of this, and I'm going to be making it out of a drapey viscose. I will add some waist ties into this because I think that I will need that to cinch me in, and I think it will just give it that structure that I need in the dress. But that is the first one on my list. The second one on my list is a deer and doe pattern. So this is the Myosotis dress. Again, I have this pattern. I have been looking forward to making it for a while. This is going to be one of those, I'm not sure whether I'll like the way it fits or not. But I've seen so many beautiful versions. And because of the way that it comes in at your natural waistline, and then it's got that sort of slightly gathered skirt, that makes me think that I will love it. Because patterns I've made previously very similar to that work, but I will probably add in some waist ties again on this one to make sure that I can cinch it in. This will be a dress perfect for work as well, which is kind of what I've got in mind with making it. I have no fabrics chosen for any of these guys, so I'm really sorry. I'm not going to be showing you fabrics today. The third one on my list is the So Over It Eve dress. Again, I love a wrap dress. I've got a couple of faux wrap dresses that I've made this year out of jersey stretch fabric. I'd really like to try and make one in a woven fabric, and I've had a look around at all sorts of different wrap dresses because I knew I wanted to include one on there. And this one seems to be my favourite version. So this won't be made with the high-low hem because I don't like that look. This will be the other version that I will be making. Then I have the Carmel jumpsuit from Nina Lee Patterns. Now I have made a version of this. It was my 12 version. I liked it, and I did the same thing last year. I included a pattern that I'd made before, but I want to revisit it, and I want to make some different variations of this, and I want it to be tidier because my first version wasn't the tidiest of versions. It's wearable, but it's not the tidiest of versions. So I will put a picture in of the version I've actually made, but I really want to make the one with the collar. I want to try and have a go at doing that going into sort of springtime, because it will make a lovely wardrobe staple for me for work, and maybe even for out of work, as maybe like a dressy affair when I'm going out or out for dinner or something like that. So that is the Carmel jumpsuit from Nina Lee Patterns. Number 5 is the Alice shirt from So Over It. So for Christmas, I treated myself to the one of the capsule books on So Over It. So the ebook, and this one appears in that. I can't remember the name of the book. I think it's the Work to Weekend Look book. I'll pop the name across the screen in it here so you remember what it is. But yeah, this pattern is out of that ebook. I really like the look of it. It's the shirt version that I want to have a go at making, but I think this is gorgeous. I'm seeing this in like a white fabric, traditional kind of fabric for a shirt. And I don't own a white shirt, so this will make a nice addition to my wardrobe. But yes, that is there and on my list, and I'm quite excited about this one. Number 6, so I bought this pattern last summer, and I saw so many different versions of it that I absolutely loved. Again, this is one that I know will suit my figure, and it's definitely a summer dress, so this will be a summer make, and that's the Ariana sundress from Style Arc. This is a gorgeous pattern. I cannot wait to get this sewn up. I think this will be some new techniques for me in here as well, so the shearing on the back. But yeah, it's just something I'm really excited to make. So that will be one for summer. And I think that will be one of the first ones I tackle. Maybe at the end of spring. It's something that I know that I can wear in summer. So I've got it because I'll have to make a trial of this to see how it works. And get the fabric choice right for it. So the next one on here, again, is a pattern. I've lost the ability to speak, guys. I apologise. The Sagebrush Sagebrush Blouse by Friday Pattern Company. Shall I start again? this one, again, is on my make list. This will be one that I make out of viscose because it's got the big sleeves on it, which I'm very aware that I'm not going to like. So making it out of viscose will give it that drapier look because I will like the blouse. And I think that this would be something perfect as a wardrobe staple for work. Then I have, again, this is a pattern that I have in my stash, is the Heather Blazer by Friday Pattern Company again. Again, this is something I really want to make up. I'm going to size down on this from the versions that I've seen, but the beautiful Adele from Sofa Serenity, she made a gorgeous version of this, and this was out of their See You at 6 fabric, I think it might have been. And it's just absolutely stunning and it's a real inspiration. I'm going to size down because it is an oversized and I do prefer a more fitted look, but I do quite like the oversized blazer look. So I think if I size down, I'll get that happy medium between the look that I'm going for. Hopefully make one for spring and then maybe another one for autumn with any luck. And then the last thing on here, and this is an ambitious one for me. So from the, I think it's the Daria pattern making Rose Cafe bustier. Now I saw from Helen Stitches a gorgeous version of this. It was one that she made, I think, in an orange kind of lace overlay. It was just beautiful, and every time I see it pop up on my feed or see a reel that she's put up with it in, I sit there and think, this is something I want to make. This is the one that I don't know if it will get made, but if it does, it'll certainly be towards the back end of next year because this will be my Christmas dress for next year. So maybe for my Christmas party or something like that. But I wanted to include it on here because I know I will be pushing myself on this one. It will be something different to what I've done. But I think that my skills have come along enough that I will be able to get away with wearing it. So that's my Make 9, guys. That is everything that I've got for this coming year that I want to get made up. Let me know what you think, and if you've got any of them on your list, I'd be really interested to know and see. And as always, I will share all of these makes on Instagram and probably some of the processes that I'm going through with them on my stories. So if you do follow me over on Instagram at WhatBeckSews, then please, 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 if you don't follow me over on Instagram, at WhatBeckSews, please go over and give me a follow and I will get my words out for the rest of this vlog. So the next thing I wanted to talk to you about was my sewing resolutions. So last year, my biggest resolution was not to buy any new clothes and to start forming my me-made wardrobe, which I think I was successful in doing. I still can't get my words out. I think I was quite successful in doing that. This year, I'm not going to make that resolution. There's a couple of things that I don't make for myself, like, for example, more fitted garments, which I do want to venture into this year, but sometimes it's just easier to go and buy them, and I have missed the ability of doing that. For Christmas, I got a beautiful purple suit that I absolutely love, and I will be making a top to go underneath it, but I really, really, really like the fact that I got that for Christmas. I didn't actually buy it, somebody bought it for me. And there's a couple of times where I've gone, I really want to go and buy something, but I was adamant I was going to go and stick to my resolution last year. So I don't think I will buy half as much as I did before I started making my handmade wardrobe. I really don't, but it was a resolution I stuck to, not one that I'm planning to make for this year. But one that I am planning to make for this year is with my fabric purchases. So I will still do fabric hauls. There's no two ways about it. I love purchasing fabric, and that in itself is a hobby for me. And it brings me so much joy when pretty things come through the post. But what I will probably make more of a conscious effort to do is A, choose fabrics for my colour palette. B, choose fabrics that I know that I'm going to work with. Last year I bought a lot of cotton poplins. I don't work with them very often. So picking more viscoses, stretch jerseys, that sort of thing that I know I'm likely to make up. Buying with intent as well. Now this is a big one for me. I don't ever really go, I'm going to get that fabric to make this out of. Occasionally I do, but don't really do that very often. So I'm certainly going to do more of that this year. So that is my first resolution, which is fabric shopping habits and the way that I shop, and hopefully reducing the amount that I buy in the process. The second one is I need to work through my stash. I could feel a stutter coming out then. I need to work through my fabric stash. I have 3 humongous boxes of fabric. Let me know if you'd like to see that as a vlog on going through my stash with you, because I am tempted to share to get some ideas of things to make. So I'm going to clear it out and I'm going to do a bit of a de-stash with stuff that I just know I won't use. But I need to start working through what I've already got. So I am going to go through my fabric stash this year, and I want to at least empty one of those huge boxes of old fabrics. So I've got some fabrics that I bought last year and I really want to work my way through them. Now, at the beginning of this vlog, I shared a picture from my previous, my very first ever vlog that I put on YouTube, and in that is me holding up this gorgeous tiger stripe print stretch velvet, and I am going to get something made out of that. That is fabric that I bought ages ago, I think a couple of years ago. That is one of the fabrics that I want to tackle. So just to give you an idea of the fabric that I'm trying to get through. So hopefully you'll see something appear in my makes videos soon, in my Friday sews, of that being there. And my third sewing resolution is content for you guys. Okay, so I have a list. My pad is coming very handy today. I have actually given a lot of thought to what I want to do. So some of the content that I want to create is to help me with utilising fabric and being a little bit more sustainable this year. So once a month, I've challenged myself as a sewing resolution to release an upcycle vlog. So this will be with any garments that I've previously made that don't fit me because I've lost weight. And as I continue my weight loss journey through this year, I'll probably continue to have to pull stuff out of my wardrobe to upcycle. It'll also be where I've got old ready-to-wear clothes, things that I've bought from the charity shops that I want to take apart, pull together, where I've got duvets, where I've got tablecloths. I've got no end of stuff. What you can't see, and I don't know why I'm looking up on the camera, I'm just going to move you up. Those cupboards up there are full of old bed sheets, bags of clothes that don't fit me. All of those ones at the top. So I'm going to start working my way through them, and as part of a challenge to myself and a sewing resolution, it's going to be to upcycle once a month and share it with you guys. And then the next thing that I want to do as part of my sewing resolutions, I've got a lot, but we will get there with this, is to look at scrap busting. So I don't know whether I'm going to develop content around this or whether, and I probably will because it'll be an opportunity to do it, but as a challenge for myself, I have a lot of scraps. I keep them, and some are quite big pieces, some are really, really small pieces. I want to start doing scrap busting. So when I'm sewing garments for myself, in between doing that, where I'm perhaps looking for a quick project to do, I'm going to start making up things out of some of my scraps. Now, I want to do a couple of craft fairs this year, just because I make loads of stuff out of scraps anyway that I just want to make because I enjoy making. And then I've got nothing to do with it because there's only so many wash bags, so many scrunchies, you know, things that you can have. So I thought about utilising some of them for scraps. So hopefully I'll be sharing pieces of that in content for you guys, but it's definitely another sewing resolution that I have. So that's it. That's my sewing resolutions. That's my Make 9. Officially 1 year since I started on YouTube, and a massive thank you to everybody that's subscribed to my channel. Please continue to follow me because I love having you with me. You are my inspiration to continue doing this, and you also help me when my sojo fails, and we all have those moments, but it does give me that extra oomph to get something done. So let me know what you enjoy from my channel. I would really like to hear from you. Tell me what you enjoy about what I share. Tell me what you're looking forward maybe to seeing, if I've mentioned anything. What you don't enjoy, just comment in the box below. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. We've been doing this for a year now, guys. Some of you have been with me from the very beginning. And, you know, I do this partly to share stuff for you guys. So if there's something you want to see, let me know and I will share it with you. Or try and share it with you. You know, if you want me to stand naked on the camera, that's not going to happen. But, you know, within reason, just let me know in the comments below. I hope you've enjoyed this past year, and newcomers that have joined my channel, I hope you're enjoying my content. If you want to see more and you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please go and give it a thumbs up and click that subscribe button and that notification bell, because I do release content once a week. So guys, have a fantastic new year. I hope it's all been a great start for you. This is my year of health. This is my year of my children behaving, and this is my year of fulfilling more sewing dreams. So take care, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye. For some reason my camera's not turning off.